Epicurus came from Madeira, building on Leucippus' thought. He asked what lies beneath the changes that our moving senses watch. His answer pictured tiny atoms traveling through empty space. Their arrangements form the objects that appear in every place.
Atomos meant something uncut, a smallest body without division. Atoms differed shape and order, movement, angle, and position. They were not the modern particles measured in laboratories now. They were philosophical proposals explaining change without design.
The void was empty space for motion, something Parmenides denied. Without a gap, no atom travels. Without movement, forms cannot arise. Atomists accepted being in the particles themselves, while the void allowed their shifting, joining, parting, and exchange. Sweet and bitter, hot and color came through how our senses react.
Underneath these human qualities lay atoms and their impacts.
Perception gave a useful picture, but not reality complete.
Reason searched beneath appearance for the structure senses meet.
Worlds could form without a plan or through collisions and necessity. Countless atoms moved forever, making cosmic possibility. This natural account rejected Nietzsche's explanations of each event. Order might emerge through matter without a god directing it.
Democritus also wrote on ethics, seeking cheerfulness and balance. A good life required moderation, clear judgment, and self-command. Pleasure was not endless, excess, calm, contentment mattered more. Inner character gave greater safety than possessions at the door.
Most original works were lost, so later writers preserved fragments. Plato rarely named Democritus. Aristotle discussed his views. Epicurus later adapted atomism, then Lucretius carried it onward. Centuries passed before new science built a different atomic theory. Ancient atoms were not electrons, nuclei, quarks, or quantum fields. Yet the bold idea of hidden units changed the explanations thinkers built. Democritus asked how complex nature could arise from simple parts. That question still drives modern science, though its methods moved far beyond. Atoms moving through the void made a universe without a script. Form emerged from combinations, change came when arrangement shifted. His model was an ancient theory, not the final truth we know. Still Democritus helped philosophy seek material causes below.
Plato grew in ancient Athens through defeat and political change. Socrates became his deepest influence, teaching questions without easy answers. After his teacher's trial and death, Plato searched for firmer ground. In dialogues of argument and story, he explored what truth might mean. Plato distinguished shifting opinion from knowledge that could stand more firmly. The senses show a world in motion, where every visible thing can change. He proposed unchanging forms of patterns, perfect measures thought can seek. Particular things reflect them partly, never holding them incomplete. In the image of the cave, prisoners watch the shadows move. They mistake these passing outlines for the whole of what is real. Education turns the mind around toward the source that gives things light. Learning can be difficult, freedom leaving certainty for clearer sight. The Republic asks what justice means within a person and a state. Plato links a balanced city with the soul whose parts cooperate. Reason should guide spirited courage, while desire accepts restraint. Justice is an ordered harmony, not advantage for the strong. He imagined philosopher rulers trained to value truth above power. Government required long education, discipline, mathematics, and reflection. Yet this vision raises questions about authority and freedom. Who should rule and who decides? Whose knowledge truly serves the whole? Plato founded the academy, where discussion shaped a lasting school. Geometry, politics, and nature joined with arguments about the good. Many dialogues resist one answer, letting several voices test to claim. Socrates often leads the questioning, while Plato's position may remain unclear. His thoughts shape later philosophy, education, politics, and art. Ideas of soul, truth, and beauty traveled through succeeding generations. Critics challenge separate forms and rigid plans for social order. Still his questions keep returning. What is real and how can we know? Do not settle for the shadow. Turn and ask what makes it seem. Test the image, test the argument. Search beneath the changing scene. Knowledge carries moral purpose, for the good should guide the wise. Plato joined the life of thinking with the task of how to live. From the streets of ancient Athens rose a world of forms and dialogue. Justice, beauty, truth, and learning met in questions still alive. Plato offered no small subject, and no simple final view. He taught that thought can turn us toward a deeper search for truth. Diogenes came from distant Sinope, then lived among the streets of Greece. Stories place him in a storage jar, choosing poverty and public life. He challenged custom through example, turning conduct into argument. Freedom meant needing very little and refusing hollow praise. Cynics tested social values, wealth, reputation, rank, and fashion. People chased what others honored, then became dependent on approval. Diogenes stripped life to basics, food and shelter, strength and speech. He asked whether many comforts only placed true freedom out of reach. His training was called ascesis, practice shaping body and mind. Heat and cold, rejection, hardship could reduce the fear of pain. He made philosophy a daily action, not a theory kept indoors. Character grew through chosen discipline, facing needs without disguise. Diogenes used shocking gestures to expose convention and pretense. He ignored polite appearances when he thought they hid dishonesty. Some accounts are comic legends, sharpened by the years that passed. Yet the pattern of his challenge made uncomfortable questions last. A famous tale describes him searching with the lamp in brightest day. He was looking for an honest person, so the later storytellers say. Another story brings Alexander, offering anything he might desire. Move aside and stop blocking sunlight, shows a man beyond imperial power. He called himself a citizen, not of one city but the world. This cosmopolitan expression loosened borders people held. Human worth did not depend on birthplace, office, wealth, or name. Life according to nature could confront the rules of fame. Cynicism later influenced Stoics, who transformed its discipline. But the ancient cynic movement was more radical in public practice. Modern cynical means distrustful, yet the older school sought virtue. Its harsh simplicity asked whether social success can make us free. How much do we truly need, and how much is borrowed desire? Can a person lose possessions yet stand beyond the reach of power? Diogenes made his body part of every claim he talked. Freedom lived in independence, not in luxuries being bought. From a jar beside the marketplace, a difficult challenge traveled on live. With lessons speak directly, test the customs called normal. Diogenes mocked false importance, holding freedom as his prize. His life asks every generation what we need and what we disguise.
Aristotle came from Stagira, then studied at Plato's school. For many years within the academy, he questioned what his teacher taught. Later he founded the Lyceum, walking, teaching, gathering evidence, logic, nature, ethics, politics. Few fields escaped his searching mind. Aristotle studied how arguments could follow valid forms. In a syllogism, stated premises led toward a necessary claim. Logic became a structured instrument for testing what conclusions mean. Good reasoning needs true foundations, not just patterns neat and clean. He asked why anything exists and offered several kinds of cause. What it is made from, what forms it, what produces it, and for what purpose. Matter and form belong together in the objects that we meet. Knowledge studies concrete beings, not only patterns separate. Aristotle watched the living world, describing animals' growth and change. Some reports were careful observations, others carry serious mistakes. He believed experience mattered, joined with classification and thought. Nature could be studied systematically through the differences creatures brought. In ethics, happiness meant flourishing, eudaimonia across a life. Pleasure, honor, wealth, and comfort could not alone make living right. Virtue grew through repeated action, choosing balance with practical wisdom. Courage stands between two failures, cowardice and reckless risk. Humans are political animals, shaped by speech and common life. Cities should support good character, justice, friendship, law, and learning. Yet as politics also defended hierarchies we now reject. Study requires judging legacies, keeping insight while naming harm. Aristotle taught through distinctions, building systems wide and deep. Medieval scholars across religions read his works and shape new questions. Science later left many theories while retaining habits of analysis. His influence lies both in answers answers and methods used to organize. Look at causes, forms, and purposes. Ask what follows from a claim. Join observation with reflection and distinguish things by name. Human excellence is practiced, not received in one bright hour. Reason grows through patient habits, turning choice toward fuller life. From Stagira to the Lyceum, Aristotle mapped a world of thought. Logic, nature, art, and ethics entered patterns he had sought. Not every ancient claim survives, but the questions still remain. How do things become what they are? And what makes a human flourish? Mencius lived through warring kingdoms, traveling from court to court. He developed Confucian teaching, speaking boldly before rulers. How could order grow from virtue when ambition fed continual war? He began with human goodness and the heart's capacity to care. Mencius said our nature tends toward goodness as water flows downhill. People can be bent by pressure, but the basic direction still remains. He did not claim that everyone acts well without education. Good beginnings need protection, practice, effort, and reflection. He described four moral sprouts: compassion, shame, respect, and judgment. Each could grow toward fuller virtues: humanness, justice, ritual, wisdom. Seeing a child approach a danger, people naturally feel alarm. That response reveals a starting point, not a finished moral form. External hardship can damage goodness, just as axes strip a mountain bare. Daily harm may hide the forest, making emptiness appear natural. Proper nourishment restores the heart through learning, friendship, and good rule. Character depends on cultivation, not on punishment alone. A ruler should provide conditions where the people can stay safe. Stable work and food and shelter help moral life develop. Tax and warfare without measure destroy trust and public peace. Humane government gains loyalty by allowing suffering to decrease. Mencius placed the people first, then the state, and rulers last. A violent tyrant who destroys the moral bond may lose his claim. Power is not rightful merely because a throne commands obedience. Government depends on humane conduct, not inherited authority alone. He argued against rival teachings, defending family and graded care. Yet his moral concern expanded from the household toward society. The text called Mencius preserves dialogue, stories, and debate. Later Confucian education made his work especially great. Every heart contains beginnings, small as shoots above the ground. Neglect can leave them weak and buried. Care can let their strength be found. Goodness is not effortless perfection, nor a label fixed at birth. It is promise needing practice, given room to show its worth. Through the courts of ancient China, Mencius challenged war and greed. People carry moral beginnings, and good government helps them breathe. Compassion joined with righteous action, learning help the sprouts increase. His message asks both hearts and rulers how humane conditions create peace.
Zhuangzi speaks through playful stories, dreams, debates, and sudden turns. The book that carries his name includes layers from different hands. It questions rigid human judgments, fixed distinctions, pride and control. Freedom comes through moving lightly with the changes of the whole. Once he dreamed he was a butterfly, floating freely without doubt. Waking, he could not determine which identity had dreamed the other. The story does not give an answer, it unsettles certainty instead. How secure are all the borders between the dreamer and the dreamed? Different creatures see from places shaped by bodies, needs, and lives. What seems useful, true, or beautiful changes with perspective. Language helps us draw distinctions, yet the world exceeds our words. Wisdom loosens stubborn certainty and listens for another view. Stories praise extraordinary skill. A cuckoo's knife moves through an ox. Years of practice make the action follow spaces without force. Technique becomes spontaneous, guided by attentive ease. Mastery is not rough control, but fitting movement to what is. A twisted tree may seem quite useless, offering timber no one wants. For that reason it survives, wide and ancient, free from axes. What society rejects as useless may contain another worth. Zhuangzi turns our standards over, asking who decides their use. He treats death as transformation, part of nature's changing course. Stories show him meeting sorrow without denying loss or love. Life and death are different seasons, forms within a larger change. Clinging to one fixed condition makes the moving world feel strange. Zhuangzi is linked with Taoism, though traditions took many forms. The texts resist one rigid system, using humor to escape confinement. It can criticize political ambition, social ranking, and forced morality. Its wandering voices leave a question: how can life become more free? Let the fixed perspective soften, let the naming mind grow still. Move like water through conditions without forcing every will. Skill can deepen into freedom. Uselessness can shelter life in the transformation of all things. Rigid certainty grows a light. Butterfly and waking thinker, cooking tree and changing skies. Zhuangzi makes philosophy wonder, never trapped by one reply. Follow nature without grasping, question borders people draw. Freedom may begin in seeing more than one way through the Tao. Epicurus opened up the garden, a community outside the city. Women and enslaved people joined a school unusual for its time. He taught pleasure was the goal, but not excess. Without measure, peace of mind and freedom from pain defined a wiser kind of pleasure. Some desires are natural and needed, food and shelter, friendship, safety. Others grow from empty status, limitless wealth, fame, and power. Simple needs are easier satisfied, leaving less to fear or lose. Wisdom learns which wants bring freedom and which desires tighten chains. Ataraxium and tranquility, a mind released from needless fear. Eponium meant the body free from pain that presses near. Pleasure could be calm and stable, not a constant hunt for more. Bread, water, conversation might be richer than a costly store. Epicurus said the gods, if blessed, would not punish human lives. Fear of thunder, fate, and judgment made unnecessary suffering rise. Nature followed material processes, not divine anger in each storm. Understanding natural causes helped the frightened mind grow calm. Death, he argued, should not rule us. While we live, it is not here. When death comes, we no longer feel its presence or its fear. The process of dying can trouble us, and loss can deeply wound, yet endless dread of non-existence steals the life that still is found. He adapted ancient atomism, explaining nature through matter and void events did not require a providential cosmic plan. Later accounts describe a swerve allowing motion and agency. His physics differs from modern science, but supported freedom from superstition. Friendship held the garden together, offering trust and shared protection. Justice grew through mutual agreements not to harm or suffer harm. Epicurus valued hidden living, far from dangerous public rivalry. A secure and thoughtful community made tranquility more possible. Pleasure is not endless hunger, nor consuming without rest. Measure once by what they cost you. Choose the calm that serves you best. Do not let imagined terrors rule the hours still in your hands. Friendship, knowledge, modest living build a freedom fear withstands. In the shelter of the garden, Epicurus taught a quiet art. Limit wants and study nature. Free the body, calm the heart. Death need not command the living. Power does not guarantee delight. Simple pleasures shared with friendship can make ordinary days feel right.
Zeno came from coastal Citium, reaching Athens as a young man. A later story tells of shipwreck, though its details may be legend. He studied cynics and philosophers, then taught beneath a painted porch. From the Stoa came the name, for a school that traveled far. The Stoics saw the cosmos as an ordered living whole. Reason called the logos moved through nature and the soul. Human beings share that reason, joining each within one world. Wisdom means a life according to the nature we all share. Virtue was the only true good, vice the only genuine harm. Health and wealth may be preferred, but cannot make a person worthy. Sickness, poverty, and status do not control the moral will. What matters most is how we judge and how our choices answer still. Impressions rise within the mind, but we need not accept them all. A scent turns an appearance into something we believe. Training creates a pause for reason, testing whether claims are sound. Freedom grows through disciplined judgment, not by controlling all around. Passions in the early Stoic view could grow from mistaken valuation. Fear and rage become excessive when externals seem like highest goods. The goal was not a lifeless person cold to friendship, grief, or care. It was freedom from destructive passion, with good feeling guided well. Zeno imagined human fellowship beyond the walls of separate states. All who share the gift of reason belong within a wider bond. Later Stoics developed duties toward family, neighbors, humankind. Cosmopolitan moral concern joined self-command with social ties. Most of Zeno's works are missing, known through fragments and reports. Cleanthes and Chrysippus developed Stoic logic, ethics, physics. Rome later carried Stoic teaching through Seneca and Epicurus. Yet the starting point in Athens was the porch where Zeno taught. You cannot rule each outer event, but you can examine every claim. Separate what belongs to judgment dominate. Zeno formed a lasting school. Virtue mattered more than fortune. Reason gave the mind a rule. From the self toward all humanity, duty widened through the years. Stoic practice still invites us to meet uncertainty without fear.
Cicero rose in Republican Rome, known for law and public speech. He was not born to highest rank, yet advanced through skill and ambition. Statesman, writer, advocate, he entered dangerous political struggles. His life joined philosophical reflection with the crisis of a failing republic. Cicero mastered Roman rhetoric, shaping arguments for courts and crowds. Speech required style and structure, memory, evidence, voice, and timing. But persuasion carried moral danger. Words can serve both truth and power. The ideal speaker needed wisdom, not performance for the hour. As consul, Cicero confronted the conspiracy linked with Catiline. He defended emergency measures, though later generations questioned them. Political conflict brought him exile, then returned to public life. His career reveals the tension between law, security, and rights. He translated Greek philosophy into influential Latin prose. Stoic, academic, and other teachings met within his searching works. He often presented different arguments, letting readers away each case. Latin gained a philosophical language that endured through time and place. In On Duties, Cicero asked what honor and advantage require. The truly useful cannot finally stand opposed to what is right. Justice, courage, moderation, and wisdom guide responsible action. Public service should protect the trust that holds a state together. He defended natural law, a reason shared across humanity. Law is more than written orders when commands violate justice. He praised a mixed republic, balancing magistrates, senate, people, yet Roman inequality remained inside the world he sought to preserve. Civil war destroyed the order. Cicero struggled to restore. He opposed Julius Caesar's dictatorship, then attacked Mark Antony's power. The second triumvirate condemned him, and assassins ended his life. His death became a lasting symbol of speech within political danger. Republic needs more than offices. It needs habits people share. Justice, duty, public reason, and the courage truth requires. Words can rescue or manipulate. Law can shield or serve the strong. Cicero asked what citizens owe when the state itself goes wrong. Through the final Roman Republic, Cicero spoke, wrote, served, and failed. His philosophy outlived the conflicts where his political hopes had sailed. Duty, law, and civic friendship entered centuries of debate. His life still warns that public freedom needs both character and state.